Hey guys, I'm Bridget from the ivyleague.com, and today I'm doing a video tutorial on how to make a ribbon and pearl bracelet. I actually have already made a ribbon and pearl necklace, and I think it turned out adorable. And this is going to be someone's Christmas gift, so I hope that someone is not watching right now. But I also wanted to make a bracelet to go with this, and I found directions for the necklace online, and that is linked right about there. The blogger that posted that has fantastic pictures and a very detailed description of how to do each step individually. But today I'm going to be doing a video as we go through each of those steps. So let's get started. All right, to get started, we're going to go ahead and get out our supplies. I have my ruler and needle and thread and my pearl beads. And the other thing that I have is grosgrain ribbon. I have 3/8 of an inch ribbon. In the tutorial listed above, she uses a wider ribbon and folds it in half, which you could easily do, but I had skinny ribbon at home already, so I'm just trying to be resourceful and use that, and it turned out well. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and measure out for the necklace. She did a 16-inch lead. For the bracelet, I'm going to do a 12-inch lead. You probably could do it a lot shorter, but I would rather have extra that I can cut off at the end instead of having it end up being too short. So you're going to measure out 12 inches. You're going to take your needle and thread, which I did like triple knot at the end so it doesn't come through. But you're going to go through it about 12 inches. Now you're done with that. You're going to take this and you'll see that the end that you cut is right here. You want your thread to be going the opposite direction. So you're going to hold it out towards the long end, not towards the short end. And you're going to come up and you're going to tie a knot directly over where you just put your needle and thread through. That's going to kind of anchor you. I can't see from a distance. Hang on. Here we go. So you're going to do that directly over that same spot. Okay? So now you've got that done, and you're going to go ahead and get started with your beads. You'll thread the first one through. And listen to Playhouse Disney in the background. You're going to thread the first one through. Oops. And when you get it to the ribbon, you're just going to hold it down. And the way that I made sure my spacing was was correct was that I would hold the pearl in place, and then come right out about where my thumb ended, and push it through. Push your needle and thread through right there. And when you sew that up, it's going to pull it so that it's kind of cradling that bead. You're going to go ahead and grab your next bead and do the same thing with it. You'll notice it's going to be on the other side of your thread. So you have one on top, one on bottom, one on top, one on bottom. It makes me think of trigonometry or something. Sine, cosine, tangent. I don't even remember what those things are, but you're going to keep going with this about where your thumb ends. Oops. And then pull it through. And you want to make sure it's tight on there, and that it's kind of, the pearl is sitting in the right spot. I have a habit of getting the pearls in the wrong, of getting my ribbon too loose around the pearls. If that happens, you could easily just pull the thread back out and start over. Grosgrain ribbon's pretty forgiving if you need to pull the thread back through, pull the needle back through actually. For the necklace, she used 30 beads, I think it was. I have a knot in my thread. For the bracelet, I opted for 20 beads. You may want to measure it out and see how that's going to work out for you. I have tiny little wrists, but But so if I was going to make it for me or for someone who's a little smaller, I might go down to maybe 15 beads. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and when I get finished with this, I'll be back to show you how to finish off your bracelet. Okay, I've just finished threading my last bead, and what I'm going to do is tie a knot in my thread, and you want to try to get the knot as close and as tight as you can to where you ended. And I did not do that very well, so I'm going to try that again. Once you do get that knot on there, you're probably, I tend to over knot, but I don't like things to come out, so I'm going to knot that a couple of times once I get it like I want it. Okay, once you have your knot tied in your thread, you're going to come back with your measuring utensil, whatever that's called, ruler, and that goes out, measure it out about 12 inches. So that's going to match the other side. And then just come down here, cut it at a right angle. Probably want to cut your thread too. And then, just like you did on the other end, you're going to tie a knot right at the very end. Oops, I slipped. You want it at the very, very end so that your pearls are not going to slide around. You could easily double knot this if you wanted to, but you don't have to. And then now that it's knotted in there and it's tied, I don't think that's coming loose. So you can go ahead and trim off your thread, and you're done with that. You might want to trim it a couple times to get it short enough. And now you have your bracelet, and it's just going to go on. I'm not sure I can do this one-handed. This is probably one of those things that you'll have to get somebody to put on for you. Okay, and there you go. You have your nice little ribbon, which you could cut off if you wanted it shorter. I do suggest that for the ends, you buy something called fray check. Fray check can be found at any store, any Walmart or any fabric store, anything. It comes in a little bottle about that tall. And you just dab it onto the end, and it keeps your ends from fraying. But other than that, you're done. Necklace, bracelet, perfect Christmas gift. Merry Christmas.